Welcome to Newfane High School, where the Newfane Lady Panthers will host the Medina Lady Mustangs in a girls' basketball game this evening. Good evening, everyone. This is Norman Palmer, ready to bring you the action from the Panther Pit this evening. We should have a good one. The Newfane Lady Panthers are solid from 1 through 5 in their starting 5, and the bench is excellent this year, so looking for a good year for the Newfane Lady Panthers. A little bit of sad news this evening. Sienna Bowers will not be playing this evening. A slight injury is going to keep her out of this evening's game, so moving into that starting lineup will be Alexis Rutherford. Starting lineup for the Medina Lady Mustangs, running the point. Number 1, a junior, Ariel Smith. The 2 is a 5, a sophomore, Samantha Heschke. Number 10, a junior, Rosamund Oakes. And the 4-15, senior, Honesty Hill. And the center will be 22, a sophomore, Alexa Demmer. I put an N in there, it's an M. They are coached by Connie Heschke. Starting lineup for the Newfane Lady Panthers this evening. Running the point will be a senior, Cameron Boyer. The 2-guard slot will be a senior, Paige Miller. And the 3 is a senior, Anna Chunko. And the 4 will be the senior, Alexis Rutherford. And the center will be a junior, Julia Noonan. They are coached by Kevin Klump. We are getting ready to turn it over to the public address announcer. They will give the starting lineups and ready to rock and roll. Welcome back to Newfane High School, where we are ready to rock and roll this evening. Sparse crowd once again. I urge you to call up your friends, invite them to come to the gym and watch the game live, and then go home and you can watch the replay on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. The Panthers will be in their white uniforms with blue numerals, and the Mustangs in their blue uniforms with red numerals. This should be a good one, folks. Hitting the center circle will be Noonan for the Panthers, and number for they had a moved Hill in the middle to take the jump for the Mustangs. Newfane gets the tap. It goes directly to Boyer. Boyer inside. Shot is up too strong. Rebound. Fought for. Picked off the floor by Junko. Shot is up. No good. Loose on the floor. And there's a steal by Anna Junko. She rips it around the right side. Looks for some help. The help arrives. Looks out top and sees Rutherford. Rutherford around the perimeter to Miller. Miller down to the left arc to Boyer. Drives, dishes it off. We're on the perimeter. Open is the three-point shooter. Strong off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Medina in the forecourt. Down to the baseline to Smith. Smith out. Shot up. No good. Rebound goes to Chunko. You'll be hearing that name a lot. Nice pass down inside to Boyer. Boyer pulls it up short. Rebound. Mustangs. Smith, shortest girl on the floor, got the rebound. She got one board already. Picked up by Hill. Down inside. The shot is up, and it goes in. Boy, Hill, that's the first bucket of the day. 2-zip. In the forecourt are the Panthers, looking around the perimeter. Boyer pops out of the left side. Out the top of the arc. It's loose. Going to be a steal. The Snowbird puts it up. Puts it in. Does Smith. 4-zip. Medina in the lead. In the forecourt. Junko. She drives. Dishes it off. It's stolen. Medina. Fast break. Here they come. Smith. Smith turns around, pops it up, too strong, loose on the floor. It's still loose on the floor. Picked up by Hill. Hill shot, partially blocked, and it goes out of bounds off a Mustang, so it'll be Newfane ball. No pressure on the full court yet by the Mustangs. They lead 4-0. Early moments of the first quarter. In the forecourt, setting up the play. Junko. Looks over to the right side. She gets it to Miller. Miller. Skip pass. Back over to Chunko. She's open for the tray. It's on line. Short off the front of the rim. Rebound goes directly to Smith. That's 2 boards for the diminutive point guard. Outstanding junior. And there was a travel violation. And there's going to be a sub coming in right off the bat. And that sub is for the Mustangs. Tatiana Maxim. She is a junior. And I did not see who went to the bench. We'll figure that out in just a second, folks. Boyer for the Panthers in the forecourt. Looks over the wing on the right side to Chunko. She puts it down inside. Turnaround jumper. Shot is blocked. And the rebound goes to Hill. And there's the quick hands of Chunko. She knocks it over to Miller. Miller back to Chunko. Chunko looks at the right side. She's hammered on the way in. Foul is on Maxim. That's her first. That'll be the first team foul. Newfane inbound underneath the basket. Right side. It's going to be strong. Bounces off the rim. And there was a foul on the shot. And I believe by the expression on the face, they are going to get Maxim. That's her second quick foul. Second on the team. She is one of the scrappers inside. Coach Heskey has to make a decision now on one of his starters. Her starters, sorry. Shots up short off the front of the rim. Free throws, I think, might be imperative this evening. 0 for 1 from the line. That's a better shot. It's in. It was a 3-point attempt, so she'll get a third. 1 of 2 for Anna. That's all net. Count it. 2 of 3. 4-2 ball game. I think with the way the teams play defense, this might be another low-scoring affair. Chunko on the steal. She's hammered. She'll go to the free throw line. And that falls on Hill. That will be Honesty's first, and that'll be the third on the team. That'll be a shooter, as Chunko was in the act of shooting. 2 of 3 from the line this evening. I would say it's going to be, well, there's a sub coming in. We'll tell you about that. Kansas City Janice will go in for the Mustangs. She will place Oaks. It's up, it's online, it's in. 3 of 4 for Anna from the line this evening. As I said, free throws sometimes can win or lose games. And Anna's lined up now. 4-5 for the outstanding senior. There's a steal by Boyer. She drives, she lays it off the glass and in. Cameron's first field goal, the team's first field goal, 6-4, Newfane in the lead. And there was a knockoff of somebody's kneecap, and it's going to go to the Mustangs. Inbounding will be Heschke for the Mustangs. Looking for a breaker in the forecourt, and that breaker is Maxim. Passes down inside, shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Noonan. Noonan gets it over to Boyer. Boyer down the side, she's fouled. And that is the second on Hill. That is the fourth on the team. Coach has to make a decision, and that was not much of a decision as Oaks coming back in as Hill has to go to the bench. In the forecourt are the Panthers. Chunko on the right wing, drives down baseline, dishes it off to Noonan. Noonan puts it up and puts it in. Big girl's getting acclimated to the center slot, and she says, we got a steal here. Shots up, no good. Rebounds loose. Picked up by Chunko, having a heck of a first quarter. And there was a hammer and no call. Oh, my goodness. She got popped right on top of the noggin. Everybody saw that, and it was an illegal dribble. So Newfane will get possession of the ball. They lead 8-4. And there was a timeout called by Medina. We'll take a timeout with them. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube in Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to Newfane High School, where the Panthers lead the Mustangs of Medina 8-4. It is hard fought already, as Medina has picked up 4 personal fouls. In the forecourt, Junko over the right wing. Skip pass over to Miller, and that was a deuce, as it's 10-4. And there was almost a steal. Shot up and in underneath. And that was Cassidy Janice. That's her first bucket of the day. 10-6. Newfane around the perimeter. Working the ball well. Looking down inside. Open is a Noonan. Noonan shot up. No good. Gets her own rebound. Put back is no good. Picked off the floor. Outlet goes to Heschke. Heschke's in the forecourt. She'll be picked up by Chunko. That'll be a matchup and a half. Around the perimeter, jumpers up from long range, air ball. Out of the air by Boyer, counts as a board. Here comes Boyer, turn on the AD. She blows by everybody. And she was fouled on the floor before the attempt. And I don't know if they're going to call that a shot or not. 3 subs coming in for Newfane. Bailey Patrick, number 10. Julia Liebring, number 11. And we had one more, and I missed it. Where'd she go? Okay, we'll catch it here in a minute. At the free throw line is Boyer. She misses her first attempt of the evening. She'll get a second. as it's a two-shot foul for the ladies this season. And off to the left side, didn't hit anything. So that's a turnover. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Inbound pass, right side of the basket baseline. Stolen, Chunko. Chunko shot up, no good. Rebound. Picked off the boards by the guard. Stolen, Chunko. She drives in. She puts it up with the left hand. Count it. Anna's got 6. 12-6. Newfane in the lead. And there is a reach in. And who is he going to call it on? He's calling it on Chunko. That is the first on Anno. That is the first on the team. Coming in for the Mustangs. Smith coming back in. Started for the Panthers. And there was a steal. I saw that coming. And that was Patrick. Patrick puts it up, puts it in. Bailey, the sophomore. She is going to be a good one. In the forecourt are the Mustangs. Around the perimeter. At an ocean. Heschke drives down to the baseline. She traveled. Good defense by Newfane's Liebering. Coming off the bench and just smothering the dribbler. Chunko dribbling it up, setting up the play on the way up. Looks over the left side, the wing. They pop it down to the baseline. Shots up, and it's good. Stephanie Chunko. The Chunko sisters are in action. We got Gramps here tonight. Dad's got a smile on his face. Around the perimeter. Inside, down to the baseline. Shots up, gonna be strong. Picked out of the air by Newfane. Outlet, here comes Chunko. Anna. Passes off, shots up, no good. Rebound, Medina. 16-6, just like that. Newfane's up by 10. In the forecourt, and with a little travel, that's okay. A little bitty step, she's a little bitty girl. Around the perimeter, out the top of the arc. Jumpers up from long range. Off to the right side. Rebounds blocked. And there is a put out by Chunko, and it went right to Medina. Medina's got a rainbow up. It's no good. Another board. Sooner or later, it's going to go in underneath. And that was Janice. That's her second bucket of the night. 16-8 Newfane. 1:22 left and counting in the first quarter. And there was a travel violation. Subs coming in for Medina, number 15, Honesty Hill. And number 22, Alexa Demmer, the sophomore. A lot of young people, both men, girls, and boys this year. Going to be a good 3-4 years for these teams in the NO this year. Turnaround jumper, good. Honesty Hill, that's her second bucket of the night. She is a senior. Brings them within 6. 16-10. Newfane in the forecourt. Boyer down to the baseline. Turnaround. Didn't go. Patrick over to Chunko. Chunko for the tray. First tray for Anna. She's got my board filled up already. 9 points. Steal. And that was a travel violation, even though there was a bump. Good move by Stephanie Chunko. The Chunko girls are dynamite tonight in this first quarter. And there's a steal. Knocked loose by Boyer. Back over to Boyer. Boyer lost the handle. Bounced off the vicious-looking Tiger, Panther that is, on the mat behind the basket. In the forecourt, a lob pass down, and it was almost stolen by Liebering, the sophomore. Julia's all over the place tonight. Where the ball is, Julia will be there, knocking it out if it's going to the Mustangs. Mustangs will inbound down to the corner, left side, out top of the arc, and there's a steal. Liebering, steal back. And that bucket was by Heschke. She got a steal and a basket. Just a sophomore. 19-12, Newfane. Last few seconds of the first quarter. Shots up, and it's good by Cameron Boyer at the buzzer. Newfane in the first quarter, 21, and Medina 12. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Newfane High School. Congratulations to the Medina Junior Varsity team, defeating Newfane 36-33 in the JV game this evening, and that was a burner at the buzzer. We had back and forth for about a minute and a half, and you did not know who was going to win it till the final score. Inbound possession will go to Mustangs. At midcourt, inbounding will be Heschke. Heschke has Demmer. And there's a ball knocked loose, picked up by the Mustangs and stepping out of bounds. And Coach Klump helping the officials this evening. He was giving his signal to the officials, saying here's what happened. Evidently they listened to him. He got a little red face on that one. He's laughing. He says, okay, maybe it works. I'll try it again later. Inside, pass down to the baseline, back out top of the arc, around the perimeter. Chunko's open, online, counted! And a Chunko second tray of the night. 12 points for Anna. 24-12, Newfane. Chunko on the steal, all over the place. Down, inside, Boyer puts it up, puts it in. Panthers all of a sudden red hot. Three-quarter pressure by the Panthers. In the forecourt, going to be a steal. Whoops, and a reach-in, said the official. 1-0, that was on Bailey Patrick. That will be Bailey's first. That will be the first on the team in the second quarter. Coming to the bench is Liebring. Going back in will be Stephanie Chunko. In the forecourt are the Mustangs. And there was a little travel. Well, in fact, that was a big travel. Because Honesty Hill, one of the bigger players on the inside, she took a couple of the big monster steps and got caught before she put the ball on the floor. Here come the Panthers in the forecourt. Around the perimeter. Skip pass down the baseline. It's going to be long. Rebound goes directly, and there's a steal. Chunko almost had another one. Went off kneecap. Got a little smile on that one. I think she almost wiped out Coach Heschke. And coming in was Julia Noonan, and she almost took out her own player as she was coming down the floor because they have the chairs in front of the bleachers because the team usually sits on the bleachers. Now they sit on chairs tonight, and that was close. Mustangs will inbound. Bounce pass inside. Jumper's up. It's going to be strong. Rebound goes to Medina. The up and in. Soon as I get the number, I believe that was Oaks. Roswin's first bucket of the night. 5 Mustangs have scored. It is 26-14 Newfane. Out the top of the arc. Back down to Patrick. Down inside. And Noonan got an up and down. She was going to take a shot. Then she decided she was going to pass. And then she decided she was going to take another shot. And she jumps up and down about 3 times. 26-14. Steal. Newfane down inside. Wide open. Shot up. Shot in. Stephanie Chunkles. Pair for Stephanie. 4 for the game. 28-14 Newfane. And there was a collision under the basket, and it was an offensive foul. And that offensive foul was on Oaks, and that's her first. That'll be the first on the team in the second half. That was a, wow, talk about take a charge. Taking the charge that time was Newfane. How tough are these girls? Right back up, right at it on the offensive end. They might get a shot. Chuckle looks down underneath. Great pass. And great defense by Medina on that one. And there was a travel violation. And that travel was on Miller. Miller looked at the official and says, I didn't do anything, sir. I didn't move my feet. He says, you moved your feet. She says, okay, I moved my feet. In the forecourt. Jumper up. It's going to be strong. Rebound. Noonan. Noonan dishes it off. Chuckle has it. And there was a double dribble from the back official. I don't know how he saw that one. Coach Klump was in the way. Klump's a wide body. He still pounds that iron. And good defense by Chuckle. Forced the dribbler out of bounds. 28-14. Talk about playing defense. I think I just lost the cap to my pen. There it is. I got it. Don't worry about it, folks. We got it covered. Still got the hands. Down to the baseline. Jumper up. Rainbow. Didn't go. And there's a tie-up. Jump ball. Possession arrow. We'll go to Newfane. Chuckle got a smile on that one. Anna's having a whale of a first quarter. First half, I should say, because we are in the second quarter, folks. Going by so fast, I thought we were still in the first quarter. Coming in for Newfane will be Cameron Boyer. They can, Coach Klump can go through about 10 players and not lose a tick. Good squad this year. A lot of depth. Starting five's one of the best I've seen in a long, long time. Jumpers up. Too strong. Loose on the floor. Outlet. Up. In. By Demmer. That's her first bucket of the night. 6 Mustangs have scored. 28-16. Newfane. Jumper up. Online. Count it! Boyer. Cameron has 8. Newfane shooting red hot this evening. Driving down traffic. Good block by Noonan. And it's off the kneecap. And Boyer looked at the official. He blew the whistle right in her ear. She had to plug the ear that time. Now she won't be able to hear the signal. I hope they got signs. 5:05 left in the second. 30-16, Newfane. Putting on a display in this first half of offense, defense, pressure. They're doing it all this evening. Lob out. Julia's up. Julia's shot was blocked. Outlet. And trying to grab it and save it was Demmer, and she stepped on the end line. She thought she might because she was off balance. The pass was a little strong. Miller, designated inbounder for the Lady Panthers this evening. She gets it into Boyer. Boyer backs over to Miller. 3-point shots up. Patrick, air ball. Picked out. And the pass is too far, but it's picked up by Demmer. Down inside, knocked loose. Newfane's hands very, very quick this evening. And there was a travel. Hill has a propensity to take that extra step, and she's getting caught this evening. Rutherford coming back in for the Panthers. 4:24 left, 30-16, Newfane. In the forecourt. Boyer looks over the left wing to Rutherford. Rutherford back around the perimeter. Chunko. Stephanie, that is. And it goes off the hands of Noonan. And there's a almost steal by Newfane. And there is a steal by Boyer. Stolen back by Heskey. Boy, I'll tell you what, you better have sure hands tonight. Both teams very quick, very sure-handed on the steals, that is. Wow. It is physical out there this evening. There's a loose ball, tie up. And it's going to go possession to Medina. 3:52 left in the second quarter. Inbound to Heskey. Heskey dribbles it off a foot. It's going to be Newfane ball. Official says nothing happened. She just dribbled it off the foot. And there's a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to Newfane High School, where the Panthers lead the Mustangs of Medina 30-16. Excellent first half by the Lady Panthers. It will be Newfane ball, backcourt. No pressure by Medina. Newfane with exceptional speed both ways. In the forecourt, Boyer. Boyer had it knocked loose. Down inside to Noonan. She skip passes over to Miller. Back inside. Jumpers up by Boyer. Line driver. Off the back of the rim. It's loose on the floor. Picked up Miller. Miller, Boyer. Jumpers up. Strong off the back. Rebound. Another one by Noonan. And there's a ball knocked loose. The quick hands of Boyer. And Medina keeps possession. Lob pass down underneath. Shots up. Goes awry. And it's going out of bounds. Over to the bench. Cassidy Janis having a tough time outrunning Newfane, because Medina has quick guards also. Coming back in for the Panthers, Julia Liebring, a sophomore. She'll wear number 11. Coming out for a rest, Julia Noonan. Noonan fought hard inside. As soon as Julia understands how strong she is and that big frame, she can take and be dominant inside. Inside goes Liebring. Liebring passes it back out and hitting the deck was Boyer. She was decked by Heskey. Heskey picked her up. That's one thing I don't agree with, but of course we play boys basketball. And the girls are nice girls once in a while. I said when they hit that floor, they can't be nice girls. They have to be the rough and tough, nasty girls in there. When they learn that, they are going to be very, very tough. Leading 30-16 at this time. Down to Rutherford. Rutherford baseline to Patrick. Back to Boyer. Boyer to Patrick. Patrick will throw a tray. There it is. Short off the front of the rim. Rebound. Loose on the floor. Picked up by Liebring. She gets it down to Rutherford. Rutherford took a couple extra steps, lost her balance on that one. We're stuck at 30-16. 2:22 left in the first half of play. It is flying by. Coming back in for the Mustangs will be Davis. And I missed the other one that came in. We'll catch that in just a second. Skip pass over the head, going out the door. Oh, soccer player on the door. Did you see that? The blonde with the yellow jacket. Shirt, I should say. She is one of the school door guards this evening. Make sure the bad guys don't get in. She got good hands. Probably a former player. Lob pass down to the baseline. And shot is up. Blocked. Geez, that was fouled. And the official says, no, it was knocked out of bounds. So it's going to be somebody's ball. They're going to give it to Newfane. Chunko will inbound. Left side of the basket baseline. Gets it in. Ball's knocked loose by Medina. Demmer. Demmer puts it inside. Jumper up and in by Hill. 6 points for Honesty. She is a senior. 30-18. Newfane, 141 and counting in the first half. Jungle will drive. She dishes it off. Open is Patrick. She cans the tray. 5 points for Bailey. 33-18. Newfane, double team trap. And they're going to get a reach in on Bailey Patrick. That'll be her second. That'll be the third on the team. Inbounding will be Demmer. And going for the steal was Boyer, and she caught the wrist. So that'll be Boyer's first. That'll be the fourth on the team. 1:21 left in the first half. In the forecourt, down to the baseline, shots up. And there was a block on it. And let's see who they got the block on. I believe it was 32. And that's Rutherford. That is her first. That'll be the fifth on the team at the free throw line. Shooting two will be Honesty Hill. This is the first free throws of the evening for the Mustangs. Junko going to the bench with Miller coming back in. Good free throw, a little strong off the back of the rim. I thought it was on line. She'll get a second. Doesn't compensate, same thing. Rebound goes directly to Miller. Down inside, down to the baseline. And stepping on the end line was Boyer, flying across court. It'll be an inbounds pass, left side of the basket baseline for the Mustangs. We're stuck, 33-18. Newfane in the lead. We're closing in on the 1 minute mark, and there's a ball knocked out of bounds by the hands of Newfane. Inbound at midcourt by Maxson. Gets it in, and there was a travel violation. And that was Hill. Honestly got caught again. 101 counting. 33-18. Newfane. Lead and possession into the forecourt. Miller down the baseline. Pegs it back out. Patrick's open. There's that high floater. And it floated right off the right side of the basket. And slipping on the floor was Mustangs, but they straightened it out. Hill driving down. Puts a shot up. And it's blocked by Boyer. Ever-present Panthers. You get ready to take a shot or a pass, you better make sure you know where you're shooting it, because Panthers will have a hand on it. Jumper from 14, up, won't go. Rebound, Panthers, blocked. Boy, Liebering. Outlet, Boyer drives, shots up, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Boyer. That's Cameron's second. Offensive foul's a non-shooter. She didn't agree with it. Still shaking her head. Unfortunately, the guys with the stripes win. They got the whistles. And there's loose ball. Knocked loose again. Travel violation. That was the quick hands of Patrick and Boyer. Boyer coming to the bench. A little smirk on her face. Going back in, Stephanie Junko. Inbounds pass will be by Patrick. He looks down to the baseline to Miller. Miller puts up a tray, strong off the back of the rim. Rebound, Newfane. Shot up, no good. In the forecourt. Shots up, won't go. Rebound, Miller. Outlet, Junko, Stephanie. Shots up at the buzzer. Short. Score after the first half of play. Newfane 33, Medina 18. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube in Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to Newfane High School, where the Newfane Lady Panthers lead the Medina Lady Mustangs 33-18 at the end of the first half. Scoring for the Mustangs this evening: Smith 2, Heskey 2, Oaks 2, Hill 6, Demmer 2, and Janice 4. For the Lady Panthers this evening: Stephanie Chunko 4, Patrick 5, Noonan 2, Miller 2, Boyer 8, leading all scorers, Anna Chunko with 12. I will be back in the Panther Pit this Friday when the boys will be taking on the, when I find it here, where'd they go? Here we go. We'll be taking on the Roy Hart Rams. That will be a 7 p.m. tip-off. And then the ladies will be back in the pit on the 14th when they take on the Akron Lady Tigers. We are just about ready to start the second half of play. It was all Newfane in that first half, and Coach Klump didn't know what to expect tonight as Sienna Bowers is sitting out with the injury that she got, a slight injury I might add, that she should be back in a game or two. And he found out that they picked up the slack quite well, bringing in Alexis Rutherford at the center slot, and then Bailey Patrick, Liebring, Stephanie Chunko, all contributing this evening in that first half. One of the best top 5 starters that I have seen in a long time, male or female, do not have the one outstanding player that a lot of teams thrive on. When they have one, they usually try to keep that player in the center circle, so to speak. But the starting 5 for the Lady Panthers, solid. Very few unforced turnovers. Handled the ball well, passed the ball well, distributed it well. As 6 players have scored for both teams this evening. The Panthers will have possession to start the third quarter. Chunko, Anna that is, we're bringing it down for the Lady Panthers. She has Miller over on the left wing. Miller's bothered inside. Shots up and it's blocked. Good block by Medina's Oaks. Chunko will inbound under the basket. Open. Boyer, shot short. Rebound picked off by Oaks. Oaks outlets Demmer. Demmer in the forecourt for the Mustangs. Pops it over to Heskey. Heskey lost the handle for a second. Down to the baseline. And Miller will slam that door shut. 3-point air ball goes up and it goes out of bounds. It will be Newfane possession. Token pressure. Now they call it off to the Mustangs. Newfane leads 33-18. Early moments of the second half. In the forecourt, Chunko dishes it off to Miller down the baseline inside. Jumper up, short by Noonan. And the outlet's going to be stolen by Boyer. Boyer in the forecourt. She goes through traffic. And it's knocked loose. Little elbow, but got away with that. Noonan drives. She got fouled going to the hole. And the fouler ended up on her backside. And that was Oaks. That is her second personal, the first in this third quarter. Julia will go to the free throw line for her first attempt at a free throw this evening. And she throws one up a little short. That usually means you didn't use the legs on that one. And the overcompensation, the ball saved by Medina. And Chunko got a hand on it. In the forecourt, Hill drives coast to coast, puts a shot up, no good. And it's going to be knocked right out of bounds off the kneecap of Boyer. Coming in for the Mustangs, Cassidy Janis, a sophomore. 4 points in that first half and good defensive prowess inside. Jumper's up short. Rebound goes to the Mustangs. And there was a travel violation. That is the call this evening. Traveling. Defense is so good that the ball handlers are having a little trouble with that great defense on both teams. So they shuffle the feet a couple of times, trying to get the ball where it's supposed to go. Boyer in the forecourt. Pops it over to Rutherford. Back out to Miller. Miller drives. Pops it down inside. It's knocked loose by Medina. And there's going to be a foul against Newfane. And I think he's looking at 1-3, and that is Paige Miller's first personal. That is the first team in his third quarter against Newfane. Puts on full court pressure. Breaking that pressure, Smith puts a jumper up. It's on line, short. The rebound goes to Boyer. Outlets Chunko. And she's fouled on the way. And they got Smith. That's her first. That is the second team foul. That'll be side out. On the far side from me. Closest side to you with the cameras, as the camera's on that side. Noonan, turnaround jumper. Too strong. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. Off the right side of the rim. She is causing havoc inside this evening. Once she gets that shot down inside, she is going to be a force. Out top of the arc, 3-point shots online. Off the back of the rim, rebound. Goes to Boyer. Point guard. She gets a board. Around the perimeter, over to Chunko, down to the baseline, open for Miller. It's online, counted! Paige Miller's first tray of the night. 36-18. Token pressure by the Panthers. And there's a little trouble. They missed that one, or they didn't call it. Chunko going after the steal that time. Causes a short shot to be short. Off that fierce Panther on the back. Matt. Newfane ball. And the buzzer goes off. I didn't see anybody standing. Oh, that's right. You got a short point guard coming in, and she was in front of the board. Cameron Davis is senior. Nope, sorry, that is Tatiana Maxon. Sorry about that. I'm dyslexic. It was a 21, and I called it 12. Down in the forecourt, off a kneecap. Diving on the floor is Newfane. And there's the quick hands of Hill. Hill got lucky she didn't commit a foul that time, because that was sure-handed Chunko. Miller. Brings it down over to Chunko. Down the baseline. Jumper. Boyer. Short. Rebound. Noonan. Another rebound. Short. Noonan. Another board. Stolen. Back over. Shot up. Too strong. But it goes. Cameron Boyer's 10th point of the night. 38-18. All Newfane this evening. Their act is together. They are ready. Excellent. 5 starters. Very impressed. Bench. Doesn't lose a tick. Steal. Boyer. She'll go coast to coast. Stops, pops. She shoveled the feet. Coach Klump explaining what she did. Coming in for the Mustangs, Cameron Davis. I knew she was coming in. I just had that ESP thing going. Called it a little early. In the forecourt are the Mustangs. Demmer. Pops from the free throw line. No good. Ball's loose on the floor. Shot up, no good. Noonan starting to exert that 6-foot frame inside. I'm guessing, folks, because I don't have the heights, but sometimes girls don't like to be known if they're tall. But I'll tell you what, Noonan is going to be a very good ball player. 3 subs coming in, 10, 11, 12 for the Mustangs. That's Patrick, Liebring, and Stephanie Chunko. Well, that was easy. Inbounding will be Patrick. Right side of the basket, baseline, open, Chunko. Online, count that, money in the bank. Third tray of the night for Anna, 41-18. All Newfane in this third quarter. They have held the Mustangs scoreless in the third so far. There's a steal. Oh, it's going to Coach Klump. He was ready. I thought he was going to pick it up and pop a tray. One of the Klump boys that played on this very floor in their playing days. And there was a ball fake by Hill, and faked the official out. He said she traveled. Okie doke. Hill didn't think so. Fans over there didn't think so. Medina fans. But he's got the whistle on the shirt. It all counts. 41-18 Newfane. In the forecourt. Patrick looks over to Anna. Chunko. Back over to Stephanie. Her shot's up. No good. Jumper up. No good. Shot blocked. Loose. Picked up by Newfane. Around the perimeter. Stolen. Demmer. Demmer in the fourth. Stolen. Chunko. Pair of 22s. Two thieves. Very good. Quick hands. Down the baseline. Back to Chunko. Wide open. Count it. 17 for Anna. Having an outstanding evening offensively, defensively. And they called a foul on Anna Chunko. That's her second on the team. Coach Klump says, I need a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube in Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to Newfane High School and the Panther Pit, where the Panthers have held the Mustangs scoreless in the third quarter. 2:30 left in the quarter, and outscoring them 10-0 in the quarter. It is 43-18. Newfane distributing the ball well this evening. 6 scorers for the Panthers, 6 scorers for the Mustangs. It will be Medina ball inbounds, right side the basket baseline. And it's knocked loose. Boyer. She'll go one-on-one. She got Patrick on the wing, missed it. She gets out to Chunko. Skip over to Patrick. Patrick's rain ball. Count it! Bailey Patrick, second tray of the night. 8 points for the outstanding sophomore. 46-18. Newfane. In the forecourt. Mustangs driving down to the baseline. Steal. Chunko. Anna, that is. Since we have 2 Chunkos out there. And it goes over to Stephanie. Stephanie took some steps. Stephanie sort of looks at Patrick, and they get a little chuckle out of that one. Patrick will probably give her a little shot when they get to the bench. So you got to get the feet moving when you get the ball. In the forecourt. Good group of girls. It is fun, folks. You need to come out and watch them in person and then go home and watch the tape. Outstanding basketball team. And when I say team, that's right from top to bottom. Outlet, Chunko. 2-on-1. Bounce pass over. It is perfection. Sister Anna to Stephanie. Stephanie drops in her 6th point. They've done it. I got news for Dad. He's sitting up in the stands. Grandpa's up in the stands. I hope like heck they don't go one-on-one with these girls in the driveway. that they're going to get a lesson. And there's Anna, puts it up, drops it in, and she goes to the line. She was fouled. 19 for Anna. And they called that on, well, Oaks, and that got 4. I only had 3. So Anna will go to the free throw line. She is 4 of 5 from the line this evening. She'll get 1 shot as she made the bucket. It's online. It rattles off. Rebound goes out to Hill of Medina. She gets it to Maxon. Down to the baseline. Maxon shot up. It hits the side of the board. Newfane on the boards. Here comes Junko. Anna fires one over. And that was a quick whistle. They got Liebring for a walk. Rutherford coming back in. Anna going to the bench. You get the high fives from the trainer and the assistant trainer, or whatever she is there, cheerleader. In the forecourt are the Mustangs. Long range bomb, count it. That's a 3 by Hill. That is Honesty's first tray of the night. 9 points for the game. 50-21. Newfane. Final 30 seconds of the third. Jumper out around the perimeter. Patrick's open. Short. Rebound loose. Outlet to Demmer. Demmer drives. Couple of steps. And there's a block. And the blockee is on the floor. And they are going to get Paige Miller. That's her second. That'll be the third on the team. Going to the free throw line will be Alexa Demmer. Be her first attempt at a free throw this evening. She cans it. 3 points for Alexa. Just a sophomore. Starting 2 sophomores, and Janice comes off the bench, the third sophomore. Bright future for the Mustangs. Demmer cans her pair. 4 points for the sophomore. 50-23 Newfane. Last trip down, I would imagine, for the Panthers. There's a steal. Anticipating excellent was Demmer. Puts a shot up. Shots in. 6 points. And now this will be the last trip down for the Panthers. They need to get it down and in quickly. There it is. Up quickly. Put back. No good. Score after the third quarter of play. Newfane 50 and Medina 25. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube in Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. I don't know if you folks can see it, but on your side where the camera is, down on the bottom of the bleachers, there's a young lady in a pink outfit with her little sister on the bleachers, littler than she is. And I would imagine that is a future Panther, as Mom looks like she has a Newfane shirt on. So big sister's probably out there on the floor. 50-25, Newfane. Playing Newfane basketball this evening. In the forecourt, jumper up online, strong off the back of the rim. Noonan pops it out to Miller. Miller down out to Stephanie, and Stephanie loses the handle, goes out of bounds. I'll say Stephanie and Anna if both Chunkos are in there at the same time, and they aren't. So I can do Chunko and get away with it this time. In the forecourt, are the Mustangs. Driving down, dishing it off. Shot's going to be short. And there's Patrick giving the Mustangs fits. Good hustle by the Mustangs under the basket this time. Another shot up, no good. Another shot's blocked that time by Noonan. Noonan outlets Miller. Miller flying down the right side to Patrick. Back to Miller. Miller can pop a tray. Patrick, she's open for the tray. There's patented Patrick Sky. I can't say hook, like Jabari used to do. That's the Sky set shot. Loose off a kneecap down in the far end of the gym from where I'm sitting. Coming back in for the Panthers will be Chunko. And they get her in. It's Anna. Stephanie. Chunko going to the bench. In the forecourt are the Mustangs. Heskey gets it around. Out to Demmer. Demmer's shot too strong. And a couple of Mustangs collide. The ball's loose on the floor, and it's hit by a Mustang, and it's going over and hit the bleachers on the far side. My far side, your side. Here's a former dad that's, former basketball player that's a dad probably. He's watching the game. He probably has a daughter out there. In the forecourt are the Panthers. Patrick and Anna Chunko. Down inside. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay. Newfane ball. Julia Noonan progressing every game. Very impressed. She is going to be a force inside. Loose. Picked up. Down on her knee. Patrick will drop that in. Bailey's 10th point of the night. Outstanding sophomore. Pair of sophomores on the squad this year. Senior laden. So those sophomores will get a lesson from the seniors. It's loose. Shots up, it's blocked. And by the expression, I would imagine it's 3-2. And it's Rutherford. That's her second foul. That is the first in this fourth quarter. Yes, in the fourth quarter, 52-25 Newfane at the free throw line. Hill, she is 0 of 2 from the line this evening. 1 of 3. 10 points. Hits the double figure mark. Honesty is a senior. The only senior that starts for the Mustangs. Knocked, and it will out of bounds, and it will go Newfane ball. So the Mustangs go back on their defensive set as Newfane has doubled the score, 52-26. In the forecourt, Anna. Around the perimeter, down underneath. A rocket through the hands of Liebring. She thought Josh Allen threw that one. Coming in will be Boyer. Going to the bench will be Miller. Miller said, whoops. She's the one who shot that rocket. In the forecourt, and there's going to be a foul. And the foul was on Janice of Medina. That's her first. That'll be the first in this fourth quarter against the Mustangs. Anna Chunko still running the point. Looking down to the baseline. Inside to Liebring. Inside to Noonan from Liebring. I'll tell you what, if you take it away from Noonan, you've done something. Because once Julie gets her hands on it, she don't let it go. You might tie her up, but that's about it. Around the perimeter, Chunko. Down, back to Anna. Anna's going to drive, stop and pop from 8. And it goes awry. Rebound, Medina. In the forecourt, Hill. Hill looks over the left wing. Gets it to Heskey. Down to the baseline. Shot up, no good. Second shot up, no good. There's Chunko on the boards. Stolen by Smith. Smith, outstanding point guard. Aerial. And there was a kick ball by Newfane. It'll be Medina ball. Side out. I have no idea what the officials want. There's somebody waiting to come in. And coming in for the Mustangs will be Tatiana Maxim. It'll be side out, far side. And I don't know if there was an injury or a bad nasty or whatever. There's a three-point shot. Taken by Demers. That's her first tray of the night. In the forecourt, down underneath, shot up, shot in. Julia Noonan. 4 for Julia. 54-29. Newfane closing in on the midpoint. Jumper up, no good. And that jumper was up and blocked. Gonna be a foul underneath. I think they're going to get Boyer on that foul. That is Cameron's third. That'll be the second on the team. In the act of shooting was Honesty Hill. She is 1 of 4 this evening. She'll get a pair. 2 of 5. 11 points. She hits a double figure mark for the Mustangs. It is 54-30, Newfane. Goes away. Rebound, Newfane. Steal. Block. Travel violation. Traveler ended up slammed on the floor. She had a little smile on her face. And that was Rutherford. Rutherford playing inside. And there goes a ball off a sneaker. .422 left in the game. 54-30, Newfane. Been all Newfane right from the start. Down inside, Julia's open. And she missed a shot. And here comes a streaming Demmer. And there's a steal. And they called a foul on Newfane, evidently. They called it on Boyer. That's Boyer's fourth. That's third on the team. Well, they got 3 and 2. So I gained 1 somewhere. Coming back in, Patrick for the Panthers and going to the bench, Rutherford. So I've got to take that. It is 2 fouls and 3, not 4. And I looked away and there was a basket by a Panther. For a second I was changing my chart. Here's a steal. Liebering, coast to coast, had a notion. She got trouble. She looks over at coach and goes, "Oh, did I do something, coach?" That's the indecision that causes trouble. And the ball's in play, so the sub for Medina will have to wait. Jumper up and in by Maxon. That's her first points of the night. And there's a tie-up, Julia. And the tie-up says possession arrow goes to Medina. Medina's sub will get to come in now, and that will be Rosalind Oakes. And going to the bench, we have Hill. 3:26 and counting in the fourth, 56-32, Newfane. It's a good, outstanding ball handler, the sophomore Demmer. Very impressed with her. She puts a shot up underneath. And they just taken and thrown it up. Rebound with Noonan. Fires it over towards Patrick. And it went right through the wickets on that one. So it'll be a turnover. Heskey will inbound. Left side. She fires a rocket over. And it's loose. Smith picks it up. And standing out of bounds, getting the ball was Heskey. Samantha's a sophomore. She forgot to watch the feet. There comes Anna Chunko, coast to coast. She lost the handle. She indecisive once again. And that will cost you. Stephanie Chunko coming back in along with Miller. That is the pleasure that Coach Klump has this season. He can go 10 deep and not lose a tick. Jumper's up, air ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Newfane ball. 2:45 left in the game, 56-32 Newfane. Token pressure, full court, and the outlet, get it down to Patrick. Patrick dishes it off. It's loose on the floor, picked up. Patrick has it now. She'll drive, she'll stop, pop. She won't. Passes it off. And Noonan having a tough time putting it back in the hole. They're hustling, playing hard underneath, getting all the rebounds. Missing the shot sometimes. I mean, it's out of range now, but it could be a lot worse if their shots would have fallen inside. Stephanie Junko over to Patrick. Patrick drives, dishes it off to Liebring. She drives. She puts a shot up, too strong. And it went off the kneecap of a Mustang coming back in. Got a little breather, Rutherford going to the bench. Stephanie Junko. Junko family up has a lot to cheer about this season. There's a nice pass in. Lob up, and it did not go. It's loose on the floor, picked up by the Mustangs, taken away by Miller. It's a tie-up. Possession arrow goes Newfane. Page will inbound. Baseline, left side. The official blows the whistle, says let's go. Out to Patrick. And the ball is intercepted by Smith. A tackle on the 10-yard line. We got bodies flying all over the place. Liebring hit a scowl on her face. And I think Noonan took one of those deals where the one finger is going the wrong direction. She pulled it out and straightened it out. She's ready. She's tough. Didn't want to see the coach see that, so she sort of turned her back. Liebring has the ball stolen by Hill. Stolen back. Liebring going up. Puts a shot up. Too strong. Knocked loose. Pulled out of the air by Hill. And there was a knock out of bounds. But it went right to Miller, and Miller happened to be standing in the black line, and the black line's out of bounds. 56-32. Intercepted, Newfane. Here they come. Liebring. Dishes it off. Stolen. Wide open. And the pass was too strong. Shot up and in by Hill. 13 for honesty. 56-34. We are closing in on the 1 minute mark of the fourth quarter. All over but the shouting, folks. And they're going to be shouting in a couple of minutes. Here's a steal and a drive. Demmer up. Missed the shot. She gets her own rebounds. Missed that one. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay. Medina ball. 47.6 seconds left. Still fighting right down to the last tick of the clock. Intercepted. Noonan. See outlets Miller. Miller Patrick. Patrick down to Liebring. She's bumped. No call. Around the perimeter. Patrick. Over to Miller. Her jumper's up. Too strong. Put back. Too strong. Patrick's open. She's going to throw that one down. I could have caught that one, I think. 56-34. The resemblance of good ball handling has disappeared. They're just fighting inside, trying to get a shot up. Got another shot up. No good. Patchy's got this one. She's going to take another one. That's an air ball. Bounces off and goes to Heskey. Heskey in the forecourt. This should be the last trip for the Mustangs this evening. There's a steal by Patrick. And she's bumped from the backside. The officials decided that the Peas are tired in the whistle. They're not going to blow it to get out of this thing and get on the road. 4.5 seconds. Should be the last shot. They're not going to get it off, I don't think. They didn't get it off. Final score, Newfane 56 and Medina 34. I'll take a couple minutes, get all my stats together. You have been watching high school basketball on YouTube in Newfane Central School District. Welcome back. The final scoring summary for this evening for the Lady Mustangs: Smith 2, Heskey 2, Oaks 2, Hill 7, Demmer 9, Maxim 2, and Jonas 4. For the Lady Panthers, Boyer 10, Miller 5, Noonan 4, Patrick 10, Chunko Stephanie 6, leading all scorers, Anna Chunko with 19. We'll be back in the Panther Pit on Friday when the boys will have a home game. Norm Palmer saying good evening. Have a safe evening, folks. You've been watching high school basketball on YouTube in Newfane Central School District.